My crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. My channel's Turquoise Dreaming, and today I'm here for Thrifty Thursday. So that's where I show you my goodies and craft supplies that I've picked up at thrift stores or Thrifty. I take that to mean if you think you got a good deal, like you got a bargain at a Dollar Tree or Walmart or wherever. So anyway, and this is an open collab hosted by myself where everyone's welcome to participate. You just post your video, Instagram, whatever, Facebook, and link my channel, Turquoise Dreaming, at Turquoise Dreaming, and use the hashtag Thrifty Thursday. So let me show you. I got Dollar Tree first. I got just a few things from Dollar Tree, but I think they're really cool. And then I found some books. So we'll look at the books in just a second. At Dollar Tree. So I kind of was in a butterfly mood, and I was at one of my Dollar Trees, and I found these butterflies right here. I don't have this set. You know what I mean? Like I try not to buy stickers. Like I don't buy stickers on a regular basis anymore. I used to kind of like every time I went to Dollar Tree, I bought some stickers, but now I don't. I have enough. I have plenty, and I don't need any more. But I was in a butterfly mood this particular week, and I saw these butterflies. I don't even always look at them, but I was looking at them this week, so I was kind of looking for butterflies. So I found these. They're called pop up. Maybe you've seen them, and maybe other people have shown them. I don't know. But they're the double, they have a double kind of 3D effect. And I thought they were pretty. They have a little bit of glittery on them. I'm not going to open them up, but I think you can see them pretty good, can't you? I think you can. And then the other set I got was these. I've never bought these big ones before. And I wanted to go ahead and try them because I thought they would be cute, like peeking out of a journal, like peeking out the top corner or the side, or the bottom, or just picking off a page a little bit, and they're big enough to, of course, do that with. But this one, there's two layers. These are also pop-up or 3D, whatever you want to call them. I took the sleeve off already because I wanted to see exactly what they were. Like I said, I never bought these big ones before. And so I was experimenting with this one here to see, like, can I have two butterflies for one? And I think you really can. I took it's more, it's not like the regular pop-up. It's a little foam piece. It's more foamy than the other normal, like that what's on here. That little piece there that's probably in between these two. It's a little foam piece, and it's pretty easy to get off. There's a very, very slight bit of residue. I kind of peeled it all off this first kind of cardstock layer. And so as you can see, I don't think you can really see it. So I think you can use that as is. You can leave, there's one on the back too, so you can take that off or leave it on, whatever you want to do. But anyway, I think you can, if you wanted to, you have 4 butterflies, but I think you could have 8 if you wanted to take them apart. So that's what I did. This top layer is, what is this? I'm kind of trying to think of what this is made out of, but anyway, you know what it is. I can't think of it right now. And so, yeah, and I think you can still glue this down and have 2 for the price of 1, or 8 for the price of 4. Anyway, $1.25 is what these were at Dollar Tree. So, yeah, I got a few butterflies. They're very, look at this one. Isn't it so pretty? They're all pretty. That's why I got them. And then the other things I got at Dollar Tree. So I saw other people hauling these cards. So I went to see if my Dollar Tree had them. Let's see. I think 2. I don't know if they all. I went to 3 Dollar Trees looking for these. One of them had them, but I did have to ask like where they were, because these 2, I got these for stocking stuffers for people that in my family that love The Office. This is Dunder Mifflin ink, so it's The Office, and this is Friends. And I have an Office lover and a Friends lover in my family, so I don't know. I know if I kind of delicately open these because they're going to be gifts, and I don't want to mess up the box or anything. But I'll show you these real quick. they're you know, they are what they are, but they all say Dunder Mifflin here. That's the, if you don't know the office, it's Dunder Mifflin is the paper company that all of the they all work at on the office. And this side is just kind of normal, except what it is first of all, each one, see this is see the little corner turned down, this is supposed to look like a piece of paper. And then you have some of the characters. There's the Joker. And then if you're an office lover, you must see this a little bit. There's Jim. So some of the cards, like the Queen King, they have the characters. There's Jim and Dwight and Michael. And let's see. I'll see if I can find the other. Is Pam in here? She's got to be in here. There's Andy. There's Phyllis. And of course Ryan is on a king. He thinks he's a king, right? Or he was a king and then he fell down to pawn status. There's Andy again. Where is Pam? Don't tell me they couldn't get Pam to go put her face on a card. She wanted more money to put her face on here. And they didn't give it to her. Michael's on there. Well, I wish Pam was on there. I didn't realize she wasn't on there. So I looked through these already, but I didn't realize that Pam wasn't on there. We all love Pam. We all love The Office in my family. I'm not gonna lie. We all love The Office. Some people don't like it. I know some people hate it and they think it's stupid, but you gotta keep watching. If you've only watched the first season, you gotta keep watching because it gets better and better. Friends, if you love Friends, I have one person in my family. I love Friends too. I mean, a lot of people love Friends. I used to watch it over and over and over, going and over. One of those sitcoms you can just never, you can watch it over and over and never get tired of it, like The Office or like Seinfeld. So this side is the whole bunch of them, all the same, the Friends, and then this side is the things you saw in the show. So it's pretty interesting. I think they're really cute. Here's a hello name tag. Regina Phalange, if you know Friends, I'm not going to explain it. The couch, please, what is that, a taxi, trees or plants, chairs, and there's some cute ones in here. Oh, this is the hockey table, the frame that's on the back of the door, the chicken that they dressed up, guitars, and the couch again, Central Park. So, and then here's some different ones. Sandwich, so I don't want to take too long. Like, there's the lobster, the coffee cup service. There's the hockey table in color. Yeah, there's some black and white ones, and there's some color ones. Let's see if there's any that I didn't show you. The monkey. What is that? It looks like an armadillo, but I don't remember. I don't remember what this one's about. I'd have to. That is an armadillo, but I don't remember. It probably has something to do with, what's her name? Phyllis? The fountain. And I think that's probably the chair in color, the taxi in color, the frame. Who doesn't love that frame on the back of their door, right? My family member that loves it has one of those frames for her home. She might have more than one. She bought the set, the whole set of the show, so she can watch it whenever she wants. I mean, it's on. I'm sure it's on streaming somewhere, but I used to watch it on a certain channel, and then I think it changed, and I don't get it anymore. But anyway, the one I really wanted was this one for myself. I wanted. I think there's another set, maybe. I haven't found it, but this is all I could find. One in all of these three stores. I found this one. Peanuts. They all had Friends and Dunder Mifflin, Batman. I think there was one or two more that I didn't want, but I wanted Peanuts. So if I hope they get another bunch in, and I can get some more. If there's another themed set, I can get it. But this one is really cute, and it's a lot cuter than I thought it was. It's Peanuts Beagle Scouts. And I thought, oh, Scouts. But then I realized when I opened it, that it's all Snoopy and Woodstock, and those are my favorite Peanuts characters. Snoopy is my most number one favorite, and then Woodstock is right behind him, or pretty almost probably equal with him. But I'll just show you real quick. See, they're all, and it's them doing like camping type stuff or scout type stuff. So here they are roasting marshmallows. I think these are just the cutest thing because look, because I love Snoopy, and they're all, every single one is Snoopy and Woodstock. So, so cute. And I'll be using these in my journals. I'm not gonna, they're not, I mean, I'm not gonna just let them sit on, oh, look at this one. Woodstock's taking a shower. This is them sitting on this is their reflection in a lake, I think, down here. And then they're sitting there looking out over the lake. So cute. So you get the idea. Super cute. You haven't seen those and you're a Peanuts. I wouldn't call myself a Peanuts collector. Like I'm sure some people, because I had to ask where these were. There was some hanging on a clip strip. I was going to say there was some hanging on a clip strip. They're in different places in all the Dollar Trees. So if you don't find them, try to ask someone, because there was some hanging on a clip strip, but there was the Peanuts one wasn't there. And there was a lady that looked like she knew what she was doing. She might have been the manager, because you ask some people and they're like, I don't know, that worked there. But this lady looked like the manager, but she was kind of straightening the shelves. And I was like, getting these, and I said, do you have any more of these anywhere? Because and she's like, regular playing cards. I'm like, no, these with the friends and these themed ones. And I said, I'm looking for Peanuts, and she said the only other ones we have are up on by the cashier. They had a little, it's in a black box, the display boxes they have that things come in. The box was black. They were up by the cashier, so check toys, all the clip strips, shelves in where they put random stuff that they don't usually have, and the cashier, because there they were in that black box up by the cashier with one Peanuts left. She's like, I don't know if we have any Peanuts left. And they had that one, and that was it, and that's all I found in all three of my Dollar Tree. So there's a lot of Peanuts collectors out there, and I think they're grabbing those up, besides people like us, right? So I also found, when I was looking at the random spots where they put stuff they usually don't have, and these were near the toys, but they had a separate little section of shelves with random cards that they don't usually have. And I got 3 of these because I thought they were so cute. Empowering notes for kids. There's 36 in here, $1.25. Let's see, which one did I, I think I opened this one. So of course they're all the same, but they were so cute. I wanted to buy more, but I was like, I probably don't need more, you know what I mean? But I just love them. I just thought these were so perfect for a junk journal. If I can get it out of here. So yeah, they're like journaling cards. Even though they're called Notes for Kids, don't let that throw you off. So let's see. So they're all different encouraging quotes on this side. So I'm going to show you a couple, and then on the other side, and then we'll just flip through the quotes real quick. But let your light shine, and on the back, how perfect, journaling card, lines, a little happy faces. So this little decoration on this side, unless it's the same card, it's a little different on each one. So I'll show you a couple here. You are amazing. This side, see, pink with the happy face. You can do hard things. Little happy faces. This one has red. It may not be easy, but it will be worth it. And you could use them for their intended purpose. Notes for your kids to leave in their rooms or their lunch boxes or something. So yellow with the happy face. And let me just show you this side real quick. So that's what they all different colors on this side with the lines and little happy faces. And our smiley faces. And then all the different quotes. And I think I kind of went through there's either 2 or 3 of each kind in here. So they're not all 36 different ones. So today's a good day. I'm not going to read them all. I'll just kind of flip through so you can see until we get to, I think I mixed them up too because I was just like, so cute, just like randomly looking through them. Believe in yourself. So we haven't run into a duplicate yet. Don't stop until you're proud. Let your light shine. There's You Are Amazing. I think we already saw that one. Yeah, so here's where they start over. Let's see if there's 2 or 3. There it is again. So 3 of each type. So I don't know. I haven't seen anybody else show these yet. Maybe they have. I watch a lot of haul videos, but I don't watch a lot of haul videos at the same time because I do things like this and I go look for what what they're showing. And I don't need to do that. But it's hard not to do that because they're so cute. But I haven't seen anyone show these. They're brand new. I go to Dollar Tree all the time. And I hadn't seen these. And so I was pleasantly surprised to find those. Okay, so from my thrift store, one of my thrift stores I go into, I was there on my lunch break, and I walk in and I looked at the book section. I always look at their book section because they don't have very many books at this one thrift store. But I've gotten some really super cute books there. And I went in and they had this whole set of these golden book encyclopedias. And I've never found a whole set before. I've found lots of them at one time in the same place. But I don't believe I've ever found a whole set before. I might have one time before, a long time ago, many years ago, like 8 years ago. But since then, I've found them sporadically in thrift stores only. I've never bought any online. So not today, but the day I went, see, this one's messed up. They're all the same price too. But I've paid less for them. I've never paid more for them than what I paid here. But it was the whole set, so I wasn't going to pass any of them up, no matter, because I'm going to do with them anyway. So I'm going to make journals out of them one day. And it's not like I didn't have any of these either. I didn't have to buy these, but but at the same time I did have to buy them because I had to. So this is 13. This is 13, 14. Yeah, one reason that I think this is a whole set. I was going to look it up actually before I turned on the camera. I didn't. I wanted to see, is this a whole set? So maybe after this video, I'll look it up and see if this is a whole set. This is 16. I'm just showing them to you as I go through them and putting them in order. That's number 4. This is number 5. I don't remember that little clown. I might not ever have had this one. I don't even remember this one. Number 5. Interesting. And then 11. Sometimes if I've found them, I've even found them at the bins. And, I go through, and when I find a book, I go through and make sure I can use the cover. And the pages in here are great too. We'll look at one of their, I'll go through one of them to show you the pages, just in case you've never seen one of these. See, this one's messed up. Several of them, the spines are coming off. But kind of at the bins, I know one time when I found a bunch at the bins, they were just everywhere. I kind of was rounding them up. And they were, I go through and make sure, there's so many. Number 9 here. So cool, the train. The lock there. But, see, I need another pile here because this pile's getting too high. I'm going to hit the camera in a minute, right? But, I go through and I find them. Like, these are good. They're, see, spines coming off. Perfect to make journals out of. The pages are all in good shape and they're not smelly at all. But when I do find them, especially at the bins, because sometimes they get really old books and I don't know where they've been, like they've been in somebody's basement that is damp and musty, and so they come in smelling like really bad. And I don't buy musty smelling books, so I may have rejected them because they were musty and smelly, because I can't with my allergies, and I'm sure other people don't want that either. I found this one several times. This is one of my favorites because it has a sunflower. This is number 6. Let's see, 6 goes right here. And so yeah, I've found them before where I rejected them because they were really smelly. Or I don't think I've ever rejected them because they were messed up. Because usually, even if they're messed up, I can use salvage parts of them. What number is this? See, this one, the spine is completely gone. This is 12. Where does 12 go? 12 over here. This is 3. I think this one I have in my shop right now. I have a journal made out of one of these in my shop right now. If you're interested in getting one of these, kind of like glue book, blank pages type. Pretty much for you to fill up. And number 1. So I have 1 through 16. So let's look at one, just in case you've never seen these. So I love the covers. Usually, should I pick I'll just pick up. Let's look at this one looks pretty interesting with the bananas here. They're all very similar, of course, but they have like this one's AR to BL. So let me move these out of the way. But they're the same on the front and the back. So really cool covers. Then, I make a new spine. This one has it taped. It's all taped on. And then you have the encyclopedia pages. And they're all usually from the 70s. Let's see. This set, the most recent date starts off in 1946, and it goes up to, this one only goes up to 1957. I thought they were 70s. Am I wrong? Wait, here's 1959 on these. Okay. 1959. Interesting, right? I don't know why. I never saw these when I was a kid. I don't remember seeing these when I was a kid. And if I saw them, I don't know. I had Childcraft and Yearbook. We had in our World Book. World Book. We had the encyclopedias we had at home when I was a kid that my parents bought for us to do our studying, and our book reports were Childcraft, and the World Book was more for book reports, right? But anyway, so we didn't have these, but super cute. Anyway, they all have a colorful page here that matches front and back. And then they have these awesome, 2-column encyclopedia pages, children's, and these are meant for children. And awesome, just colorful 2-column encyclopedia pages. There's astronomy, Australia. There's a lot of times there's maps in these. So I'm sure most of you have seen these before, but I just love the pages in these. And I'm trying to remember, I think they come out 2 together. I think they're signatures, yeah. Yes, they look like signatures. There's 3 or 4 signatures in there, or maybe more. At least 4. But yes, I do have one of these already made up into a journal in my shop if you're interested. My link is going to be below in my description box. Look, here's some birds. What is this? Bird migration. Look at that. Beautiful bird pages. So you get the idea. And so when I make these out of a journal, I put some of the pages. Look at the bees. That's a gorgeous bee right there. Yeah, this one up here, these not so much. These look too real, but that one looks pretty. Ooh, that green one is pretty though. Maybe that's the queen. But anyway, you get the picture. So that was a good day when I found these. I loaded up my basket. I had a little, actually, you know what it was? I don't usually get a basket or anything. A little, the carrier, when you carry on your arm. I usually grab those when I go into a thrift store. And I don't, if they have carts, I don't get a cart. I don't want to be like causing a traffic jam or involved in a traffic jam. So at this particular store, I never really buy. I buy things, but not that much where I need a cart or a basket. And saw these, and of course I needed a cart or a basket, and there was an empty cart sitting right there. It was nobody's, and I was like, oh my goodness. Maybe they just put him there with that cart and left the cart there or something, but it was meant to be. There they were, all in the set, separate from the other books. I don't know if I said that. On a separate shelf near right there where the books were, but all, in a little set there, sitting on a separate shelf away from the bookshelf, a totally, separate shelf. And that cart was sitting right there. I'm like, okay, boom, 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 off to the cash register because I was on my lunch break and I had to go. And it was like near the end of my time that I needed to, where I needed to go. Went up to the cash register, and there you go. I had my treasure for the day. So anyway, these are going to be put somewhere in my stash, ready for using in my paper crafts and journals. And I hope you enjoyed seeing them, and I really enjoyed finding them. So, and I will enjoy making things with them. So thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.